Mr. Anthony Quenga.
Buenas and half a day, senators. Let me preface by saying I made the right choice when I checked off the blocks, but that didn't mean that we were going to see eye to eye throughout your whole tour, and this is one of those days. So with that said, I want to share a personal note about marijuana. I'm half Chamorro, half Filipino, but I left Guam when I was 2 years old, grew up in Newport, Rhode Island. At the time, in the mid-'60s and early '70s, are you kidding me? That was during the hippie days. Drugs was all around. Marijuana right there in my face. Alcohol. Everything. I was fortunate, though, because I was one of those kind of kids that I got to learn how to surf at 13. I was in martial arts. I played baseball. Started bodybuilding through my young life. It's very, very sports oriented. And however, I had friends that smoked the weed. And I say this from the heart because I know that there are patients that are utilizing marijuana as a medicine. One of them is my son. He spent 2 tours and 2 wars, Iraq, Afghanistan. And it breaks my heart to even talk about that because I just spoke to him about 2 hours ago. He's in Arkansas. So I asked him, I said, son, I'm going to be on my way to speak on against marijuana. What are your thoughts on that? He said, Dad, I take marijuana for medicine. It helps me to sleep. I have pain. And so I listened to my son. And I saw his take on marijuana. I cannot accept that. And the reason for that is because Senator Will Castro, you're well aware of my medical demise. I've had medical issues. I didn't have to take marijuana to deal with that, and I still don't have to take marijuana to deal with that. And I'll tell you why. I volunteered myself to get into Alcoholics Anonymous, to stay sober. I've now been sober 2 years and a month now. And that was on my own accord because I knew it wasn't any good. However, I use alcohol for my medicine to help me sleep, to help me get through some difficult times in life. And the only reason why I did that because alcohol was legal. I don't want to see marijuana get legal because I know the ramifications of marijuana. I know what it'll do. So folks that I have heard shared in the last 2 years and a month now that are addicts that have taken alcohol as their medicine here on Guam, let me tell you, it's not a good thing. They started since they were yay high to this high. Most of them got arrested, and I don't want to see that happen. I share that with you because I have a 5-month-old granddaughter. We are very proud of this little girl. I don't want to see her get into a situation with her peers where marijuana is going to seep into our school systems, and it will, trust me. Alcohol did it, other drugs did it. And again, I know those that are for the marijuana medicinal is fine, you know. I just don't think our island needs that. What I do think our island needs is more focus on continue to make Guam a better place. I love Guam, man. You know, when I returned to Guam in October 2009, I was only going to visit my parents for a couple months. I'm still here. Brother Will knows, man, I'm active in nearly 14 organizations here. Why? Because I have a passion for the people here. I got a job under Mrs. Ada with disabilities because I want to help them. I didn't self-seek for myself. And believe me, you know, I know there are those that want the marijuana for their medicine. I just can't go with that. I'm a proud Air Force member. I served the United States Air Force and got a commission, went from no stripe to bars. And We have a program in the United States Air Force, Chief Bill Cundiff can attest to that. It's called the Personnel Reliability Program. I had my hands on jet aircraft. I had my hands on HVAC. I had my hands on the ICBMs. You know the North Korean president over there shooting those missiles off? I had my hands on that. I came to Guam in October in 1987, did a 3-year tour, and was the assistant port operations officer at Anderson. So I know about the munitions. But can you imagine if I was taking medicinal marijuana for some of the ailments that I would have had? Are you kidding me? It was bad enough drinking alcohol. But you know why? Because drinking alcohol was legal. I come to Guam, and oh my gosh, every event I go to, there it is, man, at least 3 coolers, beer. You all know that. Go to meetings, beer. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see my 5-month-old granddaughter, and I'm going to walk down the line and share her with you guys. Because you know why? I love you guys. I know all you guys, you know. I made the right choices when I made the check mark because all of you were on there. And I know you guys, wherever your heart's at, whether you're for or against, I know your heart's in the right place. I just wanted you to hear my heart, okay? Because I believe that this island doesn't have to exist with medicinal marijuana or recreational marijuana. I believe this island can exist with us. So here's Kyra.
Thank you, Mr. Quenga, for your testimony.